The European Commission launched a public debate on the revision of the neighbourhood policy. The EU desperately needs new, better and more effective tools, admitted Federica Mogherini, the EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy. She also said that the West must use its full potential in terms of bilateral relations in order to have an impact on the region. There are common challenges that we must all address: security, migration, the protection of fundamental rights and democracy, energy security, economy and trade, Federica Mogherini also stressed.
Radio Newsville continues on Radio Romania International. On Wednesday, the Romanian Chamber of Deputies, convened in plenary session, rejected the law on Romania's cybersecurity. The Parliament Defence, IT and Legal Committees decided to draw up a joint report to reject the law after the Constitutional Court had declared it unconstitutional in its entirety. Eugen Nasta has joined me in the studio with a report by Corina Crista.
The Chamber of Deputies has rejected the law on electronic communication and the law regarding Romania's cybersecurity, also known as the Big Brother laws, which returned on the Chamber's table after being analyzed by the Constitutional Court. Both laws had been deemed unconstitutional by the Court, so the Chamber's decision was to be expected. The topic is highly controversial and already triggered the resignation a month ago of the head of the Romanian Intelligence Service, George Maior, after 8 years in office. Back then, Maior spoke about the need for such Big Brother laws, all the more so as against the current geopolitical security background, these laws were indispensable for the protection and observance of citizens' fundamental rights and freedoms. Lacking such laws, Maior said, would create a legislative void that has not existed in the past 25 years in Romania, and this would be extremely dangerous for the citizens. Vehemently criticized by the civil society and adopted by Parliament in December, Romania's cybersecurity law was declared unconstitutional a month later, the judges thus validating the notification submitted by a group of liberal parliamentarians in the opposition, who stressed that the draft law in question was in breach of people's fundamental right to private life in the virtual space. Besides the fact that the country's Higher Defence Council had not endorsed the draft law, the Constitutional Court's judges also noticed that the law was actually in breach of several provisions of the Constitution, such as those regarding the free access to justice and fair trial, the right to private and family life, and those regarding the confidentiality of correspondence. Another two laws from the so-called Big Brother package had already been rejected by the Constitutional Court. The one regarding the obligation of telephony and internet service providers to keep the users' data for 6 months, and the one regarding their obligation for personal information from the users of prepaid phone cards and Wi-Fi networks. Those who are against the cybersecurity law have argued that it would allow intelligence services and prosecutors to have access to the data included in any IT system suspected of implication in an illegal activity without a court warrant and based solely on a motivated request. On the other hand, the supporters of the law have said that the law would not apply to common citizens and that such a law is necessary given the unprecedented upsurge in cybercrime. According to the Romanian Intelligence Service, such fears and accusations are totally ungrounded, as the law does not allow the state institutions access to personal data without a court order.
Dear friends, Radio Romania International has launched a new prize-winning competition entitled Holiday on the Black Sea. Focusing on the southern part of the Romanian Black Sea coast, the competition will introduce you to some of Romania's most attractive destinations for foreign visitors, with emphasis on the town of Mangalia, the ancient Calatis, and the resorts of Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Neptune, Olimp, and Cap Aurora. Tune into Radio Romania International's broadcasts, go to our website at rri.ro, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and LinkedIn, and send in correct answers in writing to a few questions, and you may be the lucky winner. Just remember to post your letters and send your emails and messages by April 30th. There will be 2 grand prizes consisting of 2 trips, each for 2 persons, including double room accommodation for 7 nights and full board between June the 12th and the 19th, and again between September the 6th and the 13th, 2015, at the Delta Hotel in the resort of Jupiter, Constanța County. As usual, the winners will have to provide for their own international transport to and from Romania and cover possible expenses related to obtaining a visa for Romania. The competition is sponsored by the Delta Hotel and benefits from the support of the town hall Association name of Mangalia. What is the name of the unique cave located close to Mangalia? Name 5 tourist attractions in Mangalia and the surrounding area. Along with the answers to these questions, please tell us what motivated you to enter this competition and who you are.